facing Emman The Kid. But Jarvis he's actually quite a talented young kid. So he actually holds gold in PCW as we speak. So he's no stranger to winning titles.
And when I saw this match announced in the MCW Ascension tournament, I was beyond excited to see this matchup.
Emman The Kid, the golden boy himself. We know how much he flies the flag for his home country of Malaysia, but he has definitely called MCW his home for the past couple of years. He's had a hell of a run of form. I mean, we just saw he was part of Team Business. He's actually had an absolute banger of a match here against your old tag team partner Jet Ruka and Royce Chambers at the MCW 9th anniversary show. This guy can go. And you've listed all those accomplishments that he's achieved here at MCW, and even in his storied career in Malaysia as well. But we can't forget the fact that Emman The Kid is still quite literally a kid. He's still very, very young, but he's accomplished so much, and he's going to accomplish so much more in his career. Don't let Emman The Kid's babyface good looks distract you. He can turn it up another notch, I can tell you that. We've seen him go toe-to-toe with all of those people that you listed before, Nim. So there's also a massive name you left off there. None other than New Japan star Robbie Eagles. Of course. And Emman The Kid took him to the limit. Jarvis is running his mouth here a little bit against Emman The Kid, showing him absolutely no respect. And Jarvis has got a real issue with Emman The Kid. As I said to you, Tyson, we've seen the Golden Boy in a lot of high-profile matches here in Melbourne City Wrestling. He was part of Team Business. He's been in the Ballroom Brawl. Jarvis thinks that this tournament is meant for up-and-comers. It's not for guys that have already made a name for themselves, and he is showing zero respect to the Golden Boy right now.
Boys, when they released the tournament brackets, this was the first round match I was most looking forward to. Getting our first look here in the Thornbury Theatre at Jarvis. Don't let his demeanour fool you. The nickname of Lightning is very well earned. His attitude here, I was speaking to him, he said he's been sick of waiting for that opportunity. COVID has hit right as the start of his young career. He doesn't want to be the kind of person that sits with his mouth closed and his ears open. He wants to speak up and make people take notice of him. And if there was ever a chance to do it, it's in the Thornbury Theatre. The size of the chip on Jarvis's shoulder is immeasurable, and we'll see how he manages up to Emman The Kid in this Ascension Tournament first round match. The winner of this match will be facing JJ Furno in the next round as we see Jarvis overpower. I think regardless of the outcome of this match, Nims, that match against JJ Furno in the second round is going to be one hell of a contest. Jarvis using his slightly bigger frame to overpower Golden Boy at the moment, but Golden Boy takes it to him. Quick little suplex attempt, reverses it. Tit for tat here. Sunset flip. Successful there by Emman The Kid. See Jarvis kick out, reverses that again, go for pinfall for himself. Oh, got it. Oh, referee bad position there, shoulder was up. So sudden. Whoa. Too from Jarvis, knowing that he's on the outs at the moment and just goes to the safety of the outside the ring. Tyson, we talked about some of the matchups that Emman has had recently. Yourself, you had quite an amazing opportunity here in the Thornbury Theatre when yourself and Jet in a three-way against Robbie Eagles yourself. What does it do for you? You don't walk out with the victory, but just being in the ring and competing, going toe-to-toe with someone of that stature, how does it elevate you? Lindsay, I still think about that match to this day. That was my debut at MCW against my best friend Jet Ruka, and one of the best this country has ever produced in Robbie Eagles. And the high-pressure situation of not only wrestling against a guy like Robbie Eagles, but being in the Thornbury Theatre in MCW, the place that's held in such a high regard in not only Melbourne, but also Australian wrestling. And to put it simply, it puts the hairs on your chest. So this is a baptism by fire. Like we mentioned before with Mars Morgan, the same applies
Jarvis in this tournament match.
Looking for a cover here. There seems to be, Emmen recently seems to be a lot more at ease in his own skin, a lot more comfortable. We can see how on edge Jarvis is, and conversely, Emmen doesn't seem to be. I'm almost convinced he's maybe chewing gum in there.
It does look a little bit like that. And look, the prize at the end of this Ascension tournament is, of course, a shot at the MCW Inter-Commonwealth Champion. But, Lindsay, as I mentioned to Tyson before, Jarvis has held gold. He's currently the PCW Slam Champion as we speak. So he's no stranger to wearing championships around his waist. But Golden Boy has been there and done that on the biggest stage as well. Presence there from Jarvis. He knows that Emman the Kid is a high flyer and grounds him immediately before he even gets to... stop the back there.
Vicious by Jarvis. And I think that's what's going to get Jarvis over the line here if he does come out with a victory. He's got to stay on top of Emmen. He's got to take away that high-flying game of the Golden Boy.
Jarvis is not making any friends here in his MCW debut as we speak.
And he's more than okay with that. Who needs friends when you've got title opportunities?
Emman the Kid showing that heart that we know from the Golden Boy. And Jarvis with some sharp elbows and dismisses Emman the Kid outside of the ring.
Hey, win by count out, advance in the tournament.
Still counts, preserve your energy.
Look at the posturing here from Jarvis, though. Tyson, how important is it to not get caught up with what the crowd's saying to you or acting towards you?
Especially in a new environment that Jarvis is in here in MCW. You can't let the crowd get the better of you, but at the same time, you can't let yourself get the better of the crowd because that's going to take you out of the game.
Speaking of being taken out of the game, damn.
Jarvis just launched Emman the Kid into the barricades and once again posturing to the crowd.
You may call it arrogance, you may call it posturing, call it what you will, but it looks like it's radiating confidence here. Jarvis is looking very comfortable and very at home in this environment.
And confidence is such an important factor in that wrestling ring. You need to be able to talk the talk in order to walk the walk. If you don't believe in yourself, why is anyone else going to?
Well, both men need to get back into that ring because no one's going to advance to the Ascension tournament if they both get counted out.
I'll be loving it if I was JJ Furno. Hang on.
Oh! Jarvis just treating this like a quick little bit of cardio.
A lot of leeway from the referee here. I feel it could have been a count out a long time there. Referee maybe sensing the occasion and the importance of this tournament.
Jarvis almost put this one away and almost advanced to the second round.
Conversely, if they were double count out there, that would give a bye to JJ Furno.
Jarvis talking smack to Golden Boy, and Golden Boy responds with fists.
Jarvis just sitting there laughing at it.
He may be young and he may be small, but you cannot discount the heart of the Golden Boy and the Kid.
Quick hurricanrana there, and Golden Boy is rallying Emman the Kid back to his feet.
One of the biggest hearts I've ever seen in professional wrestling.
Trading elbows there.
There's that quick flurry from Emmen.
Oh, but there's that lightning quickness too.
Jarvis out on his feet.
Emman the Kid goes for a quick...
Looking for some sort of a drive there.
Grabbing the hand as Jarvis.
And a double stomp to the chest by Jarvis on Emman the Kid.
We've seen that double stomp a few times cover from a standing position. One of his finishing moves is a top rope double stomp. So he's just laying some groundwork now here till hopefully he can put him away properly.
Jarvis is just with knees to the rib of Emman the Kid at the moment. And once again, posturing to the crowd. The MCW Faithful are really getting under the skin of Jarvis here.
Or is Jarvis getting under the skin of MCW Faithful here? I don't think he cares what the fans think about him. But whatever he's doing, it's working at the moment.
Yeah, I haven't seen Emman the Kid with this much of a disadvantage in quite a long time in his young career.
If anyone can come back from adversity in the pits of despair.
Jarvis just shoots Emman the Kid into the opposite corner. And once again,
Poses
Jarvis.
for a photo.
He needs to focus on this match, Jarvis.
It gets to a point where it's like, yeah, man, we get it. You're proving your point to us, but now put the full stop on it and get the win. Don't worry, you can pose for so many photos later.
Tyson, when you're on the receiving end of an absolute arse beating at the moment,
Which he has so many times here at MCW.
Yeah, thanks.
but when you see your opponent posturing and gesturing to the crowd, does it fire you up, or do you think, what do I need to do? What reserves can I dive into?
Even after being beaten down for so long, you still have the wherewithal to know what's going on in your surroundings, and seeing your opponent almost take the mickey. Yeah, take the mickey out of what's going on. It gets that extra fire in you lit up. It makes that comeback oh so much sweeter, and that's exactly what Emman The Kid's doing here right now.
Rallies off the ropes, takes down Jarvis.
Coming back and it's a fire.
Great kick. Shoots him in, reversal, slaps the hands out the way. Whoop, going for a backslide here. No.
Jarvis powers
slides
out.
through.
So fast. With the strength of Emman The Kid. Wow.
Absolutely spiked him.
Ooh, a kick out. That was a 2.9 kick out there from Jarvis. Emman The Kid would have thought that was done.
During that 2 count, you saw Jarvis really going into a deep crunch there. He knew he had one opportunity to power out then.
This is where I think Emman The Kid is most dangerous, when he's trying to get back to his feet. That fire inside of him is growing and growing, and he's not going to get extinguished so easily.
Ooh, lining him up. Beautiful. Really surprised at this very deliberate pace Emman The Kid is taking here. Usually just an absolute speed demon.
It's a much slower pace that we're seeing here from Emman The Kid. We're used to seeing him. Oh, well, there we go. That's the stuff we were used to seeing him almost wrestling in fast forward.
He's out. He's out.
As Jarvis.
No, he's not. Oh, Jarvis heard him coming. Footsteps.
Doubted it.
Sets him up, floats over the back, waistlock, go behind. Emman, go behind himself.
He's too
and
so
again,
far.
slams him down, goes for the stop, misses, telegraphed it too much, sweeps the kick. What's he thinking here? Sends him up. Beautiful drop kick, sends him into the corner now.
And Emman The Kid is feeding off the crowd. Jarvis is in no man's land in the opposite corner.
Doesn't want to be there.
Oof.
What's Emman thinking here?
And bounces to the second rope.
Oh, beautiful tornado DDT. Nearly sent him out of the ring. That would have been better for Jarvis.
Could be it though.
Oh, referee right there looking at the shoulders.
And more importantly, look at Jarvis. Jarvis is taking things a little bit more seriously now with Emman The Kid. He stopped the posturing. Emman has definitely got the upside at the moment. Emman The Kid back to his feet.
Crowd's starting to feel it here.
Lining up for
He's
the
looking for
elbow.
that KL gold. The running elbow misses. Jarvis, no. Oh, deep headlock there. Great counter. Oh, just elbowing away. And look at the head and neck.
And look at Emman The Kid with a fistful of hair as Jarvis reverses it.
Jarvis staying intact though. He's not letting Emman get too far away from him.
Oh, reverses those hooks. Jarvis now the one who can maybe get the backslide.
Jockeying for position.
Both men are smack bang in the middle of the ring too. Great reversal from Jarvis. Misses a kick, as does Emman. Goes for a number 2.
Oh,
it connects.
Jesus.
Jarvis connects with a kick to the head of Emman.
Oh my God.
Lumbar check in the center of the ring.
Oh, but he's in the ropes. He's got to pull him out of the ropes. Wasting time.
This is it. A 2.9 count for a second there. It looked like Jarvis was booking his ticket to face JJ Furno in the next round.
Those double knees at the back taking all of the wind out of Emman.
We've seen him targeting it with those double stomps throughout the match.
Emman finding the wherewithal to stay in this matchup.
This match right now on a knife's edge could go either way. Jarvis in control right now. But Emmen fighting back, boot to the face.
Here we see Emman The Kid. This match is really sort of, the pace has been slowed down a little bit from these two very speedy competitors.
Because they're getting kicked in the head.
I don't think either of these guys know where they are.
Emman The Kid gets to the second rope. Jarvis looks to meet him there. Oh no, what have they got in mind? Could we be seeing a superplex? Emman The Kid. The crowd chants for Emmen. Jarvis.
Oh, I don't like this.
Precarious position.
I don't like this at all.
With these high-risk maneuvers.
Jarvis switching to the inside, so he's got control now.
Comes the high risk, obviously. As you said, Tyson, a suplex.
Hold on. Oh, wait, hang on. It's coming. Cover.
Emmen.
Just like that, momentum can shift.
Emman The Kid. Quick springboard cutter there by Jarvis as he goes for the pin in the middle of the ring.
More of a stunner than a cutter. My apologies. God damn. Just pulled that one right out of his clacker.
Regardless of what it was, it definitely rocked Emmen for a loop.
And Jarvis with clubbing forearms to the back of Emman The Kid.
Man, he called that handspring stunner the Thunderbolt.
Looks like he's going for it again. No, maybe not. Whoa. Beautiful.
Glancing blow there, enough to stun Jarvis. Emmen in the corner now.